Hello, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Tyler's
Tyler's
Talk
Talk
Football,
Football,
sort
sort
of.
of,
Straight
straight
out of
from the
this basement,
basement.
our humble
Season,
abode.
that's
Our
right.
humble abode.
It's season 3,
Episode
episode 3.
3. Oh my
Wow.
God, the weeks are adding up.
Oh, they're adding up
They're
and
adding
going by
up.
pretty
Oh
quickly.
my goodness,
That's
I'm so
right.
excited. I can't.
Every week it's football.
I'm so excited. I can't contain myself once again.
Once again,
Yes,
I
yes.
am Quentin, aka Q.
And I'm Vivian, but nobody ever calls me Vivian.
Of course not.
I'm Viv,
Viv.
also known as all of
Billy.
this Billy,
I know.
this Billy
And
thing.
speaking about all of
Oh,
this, what what's what's going on with that?
well, I know it's fall, but
It's about 65 degrees, 68 degrees today.
I know, honey, but I had to get this beautiful scarf because that daggone Bills win last night. That was cold blooded.
Yeah, it was cold.
I had to get a scarf out.
Yeah,
I had to call. I had to Amazon. I had to get this scarf because those boys, those men, those dudes,
They whoop some butt.
those Bills whipped some. Remiss me to say they whipped some ass.
Okay.
Okay, they whipped some ass last week. The scarf. They were cold blooded
Yeah.
on the field. Cold
Okay.
leadership. Hold on now. Cold passes.
Oh God.
Cold interceptions.
And we'll talk about that in
I'm
a
not
couple
done.
minutes anyway.
And cold teamwork. Everything was cold. Everything was cold.
It was
So
cold.
I had to get the
That's
scarf
what
because
it
it
is.
was cold.
Okay.
These boys was
We got
killing it.
that.
Okay.
Okay. Now you're done for me.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Of course, it's time for our.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yes, our toast. Oh, hon. This week I just had to pull out something a little special
Oh,
because
yeah, I
tonight's
see.
game is extremely special.
Right.
A mimosa,
Yes.
prosecco,
Prosecco.
and my orange juice, and my lipstick stain. Oh
Hello.
my God. Woo! Here we
Okay,
go.
here we go. And of
Okay.
course, I got my Dunkins.
My mouth is happy.
I'm sure it is.
My mouth is so happy
always
this
happy.
morning. You know why?
Why is
Because
that?
this girl loves her Bills.
That's right. My goodness.
All right. Sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry.
So let's recap week 3 games.
Yes.
And of course, right up front, big win for the Giants over the Browns,
That was great,
21-15.
That was good.
Malik did score 2 touchdowns. He's a promising young wide receiver for the Giants. They should be happy and look forward to his production all year.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks to Danny Jones for getting the ball to him, of course.
we need a quarterback.
Oh, we need a quarterback. Yes, we do. And of course, the big one that we just talked about, the Bills massacred the Jags 47-10. I mean, it was quite.
I mean to tell you.
Every time you turn around, there was a touchdown, of course, and of course, Josh.
How many touchdowns would that be?
How many touchdowns?
Did my Josh have?
Oh, Josh had 4 TD passes.
Now, is that the most? I mean, that was
No.
Why not
No,
even
it's not.
ask the question yet?
No,
You're
no,
always saying no.
I'm saying
But
no.
yeah, I didn't even ask the question.
Go ahead and ask
Is that
the
the most touchdowns ever? Because I just thought it was phenomenal. I'm just saying.
No.
It's not?
No, it's not. No, a few people have had 5 touchdown passes, and I believe Drew Brees has the most.
Okay.
But you know what? It was a great game.
Listen,
Nonetheless,
let's not minimize.
Josh.
Let's not just
Not me.
skim over this.
Let's
I
not
got a
skim
few
over.
things to say.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
before you say that about that, I just want to quickly also mention that. Well, you know what? Go ahead, because I just thought of something, and I want you to go first.
Okay. This game last week. First of all, the Bills own the airwaves. I
Yes.
mean, we miss not to say. Sunday
Yes.
night football, Monday night football, Thursday night football. So, it's just any particular night you can watch this
Anyway.
network. Now, the thing that got me with that game, you know what? It was fun to watch.
Yes, it was.
Because sometimes, and even though I am the mascot for the Mafia in my own head, the Mafiosa, sometimes it ain't fun. It's not fun. Every game ain't fun to watch. Would you say sometimes when you watch the game?
Oh yeah.
And
Yes, it
sometimes my
depends.
Bills,
Yes,
I
yes,
hate to say
yes.
this, I'll just whisper to you. Sometimes I'm scared.
Yeah.
Okay, but last week,
Mm-hmm.
mad fun,
Right.
high energy. The Mafia were out in tow, as of course they always are.
Right.
And it was just so many things popping off right.
Right.
So many things are popping off right.
Yes.
The first thing I must say, of course, the leadership starts from Josh.
Right. Of course.
He seemed so at ease. Now he got into a rhythm.
Mhm.
The previous week, do you notice how I'm kind of analyzing this now?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, the previous
Watch
week,
it. Watch it now.
the previous week they were trying to get their sea legs, I would say,
Mhm.
with the new guys, and
Yes.
Stefan has gone
Yes,
on
yes,
to wherever,
yes.
and they're trying. Okay, last week it was popping,
Mhm.
popping like bacon. It was popping. First of all, my son Keon got his first touchdown.
Yes. Good for
Keon!
Rookie.
Keon,
Good,
Cookie Monster.
promising rookie, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah, isn't he?
Yes,
Isn't
he
he?
is.
Humble young man.
Yes, he-
And I have to say the story of the night.
Okay, go
The
ahead.
story of the night, Damar Hamlin. Damar Hamlin, oh, where do I begin? He got his first interception.
Yes, he did.
First
Of his
interception
career.
of his career.
Yes, yes.
It was wonderful to see
Okay.
him out there, and
Okay.
just all the best for him.
Right.
And
right,
of course, the other thing I have to say is what I'm starting to see as an analyst now.
As an analyst on the Tyler Show, you heard it first.
What I'm starting to see as an ESPN analyst. What I'm starting to see as an analyst
Yes, 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 yes.
is that more guys are touching the ball. Now, see, that's what I like, Q. That's where we have to go in this strategy of this game. It ain't about one player. Woo, I got it. Woo, I got it. No, let's spread the joy around.
Spread it around.
That's all I have to say. Congratulations. I'm just overjoyed. Overjoyed.
Okay.
I need to take a sip.
Okay, that's good because I was on ready. Hit the button. But let's move on. There was a Thursday night game this week. Yes, there was. It was sort of a game.
Okay.
Okay, but unfortunately, the Giants lost to the Cowgirls, 20-15.
Weren't you guys winning at a certain part of the game?
Maybe in the beginning, but
Oh.
they gained control, kept control.
Mm-hmm.
Dak, of course, threw a couple of touchdown passes.
Yeah, yeah.
And well, let's move on to next week for the Giants. Of course, they're not playing because they just played on Thursday. And of course, another big game that happened last weekend was the Ravens over the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Before the Cowboys beat the Giants. I
Exactly.
just want to mention that.
Yes.
And anytime the Cowboys get beat, it's a good day. Of course, but that's my
Can I interject something?
You want to interject?
For the folks
Yes.
watching?
Right.
I'll say this just between, you don't have to listen.
Right.
It's been pretty depressing over here. I feel so bad for my honey because, it's like he's going up, he's going down, he's going down, he's going up. It's like an elevator with this team. And he sits over there on the couch and, and I can always tell, and I'm usually upstairs, and I can always tell when the score ain't going too good. Say, hey, honey, how you doing? I said, oh, that's not. I take my behind back upstairs. And
All right.
Better days ahead.
All right. Thank you, baby.
Okay. All right.
Okay. One thing I do want to mention about
Mm-hmm.
this time period in the NFL after 3 games.
Yes. Say it loud.
Well, I want to say that the Vikings, Steelers, Seahawks, Chiefs, and
the Buffalo Bills
remain undefeated.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Those
teams.
This is just awesomeness.
Awesomeness personified.
Yes.
You heard it first.
Yes.
From Billy.
Yes.
And of course, there are 2 teams that are winless.
Oh, jeez.
One of them is a surprise: the Bengals and the Jags.
What's going on?
The Bengals.
That's Joe.
Yes.
That's Joe Cool, right?
That's Joe Cool.
What's his real name? Joe Burrows.
Burrows.
But
of course.
What's going on with Joey?
Well,
Jeez.
the team is not that good right now.
Oh.
But
they were good.
But they've had some close games.
Yeah.
And they've notoriously started, 0-2, 1-2.
Oh, really?
In past years when they ended up in the playoffs. But this year, that may not happen, starting 0-3. But of course, why is that?
Well, I guess before I have my own because now I'm really I'm taking a deep dive into analysis. I'm taking blame it on the mimosa. I'm taking a deep dive into really understanding more about the game.
Yeah.
the technical, the strategy. And before we jump off from Joe Cool and they're not doing well, my other son, Trevor Lawrence,
Trevor Lawrence.
who the Jags.
The Jags.
And I'm thinking, what the heck? Because a year ago they were in contention. They were looking
Yes,
good.
they
Looking good.
ended up the year pretty,
And I got to
pretty
tell
well.
you, Q, after some deep thinking, I have a theory.
Yeah. What's that?
Over
thing?
the summer, Joe Cool got highlights in his hair. He's
Yeah,
got,
oh, yeah, yes, he
he's got
did.
some frosting
We
going
got a
on.
little
And
frost.
nice looking young man, but he's got everybody's entitled to change their appearance.
Of course.
But I find a theme here. Joe Cool now has beautiful highlights,
Yeah.
and adorable Trevor's hair is about as comes down to here. It's just
It's way
beautiful,
down.
and it's very beautiful right to his shoulder.
Right.
And I'm wondering, is this a hair thing?
Is this a hair?
Because the two teams that ain't winning, the quarterbacks have beautiful hair.
It's-
I mean, I think they're spending too much
Oh
time.
my God.
And Trevor got I believe, or was it him or somebody got a commercial.
Oh yeah.
Trevor and the long locks, and so I think more time needs to
know.
be spent on the gridiron instead of inside your locks.
And so, okay, you heard it again
Yes.
from Billy.
Yep.
Good analogy though.
Thank you.
The
Thank
hair.
you.
Is it the hair, folks? What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, we can't speak for the folks at home, but
I don't know.
we'll see.
I
Just-
don't
just,
know.
Make a comment.
You know what, hon? I don't know if anyone cares, but I just want to talk a little bit about the new stadium for Buffalo.
Oh, the new stadium.
Yes. And let me just say this,
We'll
folks.
see. I mean, that's been in the
This
making
show
for a
is
while.
Titus Talk Football. Q is the G-Man and I'm the Mafia. But we're not selfish where we don't want to talk about other teams. And we try to spread our knowledge based around facts and follies and the knowledge in between.
Yeah.
But I also, of course I'm going to highlight anything dealing with Buffalo. So
Of course.
just, please bear with me.
Without a doubt.
Now, it's going to be called the Highmark Stadium again.
Mm.
It's what it's called now. And it's being built across the street from the current Highmark Stadium
Yes.
in Orchard Park, New York. I believe that's about 20 minutes, 30 minutes away. I don't remember. But it's
from Buffalo.
But it's not
From
in
downtown
Buffalo for folks who don't know. It ain't in Buffalo, and that's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah, well,
Okay, it's going to seat 62,000 people. 62,000 Mafia.
that's all.
That's all. What do you mean
Well,
that's
some
all?
stadiums are
Why
bigger.
can't you just get? Why can't I?
Go
Why-
ahead.
But you're always
finish
but you're,
up.
this maybe serves my marriage. You're always. I say something good and
No.
You know,
I
62,000
did not
people.
sound like that. But you know what, though? That's very good for
Yeah,
Buffalo.
that's-
And continue with
okay.
what you're saying.
Okay, it's the 62,000 seat stadium. This bad boy is costing some moolah.
Yeah.
$1.7 billion.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
but and it is the largest. Are you listening to me? It is the
I'm looking
largest
and listening to you.
taxpayer contribution ever for an NFL league facility.
Oh,
It's a lot of money.
That's an
It's a lot of money.
accomplishment.
Now, so we still have my other little tidbit of information. I don't believe it's going to be ready. Oh, it's going to be ready in time for the 2026 NFL season. We got another 2 years. I know you can't. I know it's killing you.
It's not
another
killing
2
me, but I'm sure it's
Okay.
killing you.
And the other thing, I can't show this picture right now, but I've seen the artist rendering of the new stadium.
Hmm.
Well, I have to say it's the most beautiful stadium I've ever seen. It's going to be outstanding, gorgeous, and to me, the centerpiece of this new stadium, of course, the bison, the Buffalo Bills, those beautiful animals. They're going to have 3 or 4 of them. I think it's bronze, and they're going to be all in a herd.
Oh,
Oh my goodness!
God.
And
I
then
can't
before
wait.
you get into the stadium, you see this herd of buffaloes, and just
well,
I can't. My blood pressure is going off the roof, and I would just like to make an appeal on camera to the people, so you know, because we need to get this documented. I just want to say, honey,
yes.
I think that we should be planning a trip to my hometown to see the new stadium. I'm embarrassed to mention something I'm going to say now. I'm embarrassed. Billy's embarrassed. I ain't been to a game
Really?
since OJ played. Oh, OJ. We don't want to go into
Okay,
that.
but I have a
But I want to go when the new stadium is
Oh,
built.
sure.
I must
we'll
go because
make those plans.
this is ridiculous.
But they have to be in September or October. That's for sure.
Oh,
Because
oh,
I want to tell you something.
oh,
And
yes.
it's another thing.
Yes. I
Another
forgot to
thing.
mention it. Guess, yes, say it, honey, to the
Yes.
people.
Why isn't there a roof
Oh, that's horrible.
on that stadium?
Well, I can.
I mean, you got people in the wintertime,
Yeah.
they have icicles
Mm.
frozen to their beards and their eyelashes
And
and,
right-
their
and your-
eyebrows and their mustaches.
You have to say, I love
And-
the
oh,
gray
oh,
coming in.
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay,
And so you know those people got to be cold, but no,
Okay, let me
they don't
explain
look
why.
like they're cold.
Okay.
They just got ice all over their face.
Can I explain why? Because I am a,
Please do.
I bleed blue, and I am a Buffalo. I'm born and raised.
Yes,
Okay, so I have a little bit more.
I know that for a
Okay,
fact.
but not disrespecting, but I can talk about that. Let me tell you something about Buffalo people, my folk. The reason we ain't got not gonna have no roof. Now, at first I thought, how stupid is this? I mean, to be honest with you, I said, come on, you got another chance to build another stadium, and let's put a roof on it to, there'll be no problem with weather. Well, you know why? The bottom line, because we need ambiance. We need Buffalonians. Listen here. We are used to snow, blizzards, tsunamis, windstorm, not hurricanes and tornadoes, but winds, blizzards, snow, ice pellets, ice, just ridiculous. And so now you have a roof. It takes something away from the fact that. Are you listening? Why are you looking at the
I am.
It takes something away from
to
the
you.
ambiance of the snow. That's what makes it exciting. You're out there freezing. You're slipping, you're sliding. You got icicle coming down for your ears. It's beautiful.
All right. Okay. Enough of that. Let's move on. We have a new weekly segment, and we call it our weekly NFL Spotlight. And of course, this week's spotlight is Jalen
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
Hurts
Oh,
of the Philadelphia Eagles. And of course, I like my beautiful wife, Billy, to take it away because this is her segment.
thank you.
Something you should hear.
I'm so excited for this new segment.
I'm sure
And
you
this is
are.
a way to spread the information around the league.
That's right.
So each week, as my husband said, we're going to spotlight a different player. Could be offense, could be defense. You never know. Could be a coach. But that's for us to decide.
That's for us to decide.
And we're going to highlight and just kind of, not, I don't know if the folks know, but I'm really not an X and O person.
And we know that.
and,
I think the folks know that.
I just don't want to take away your shine.
No, of course
Because
not.
I know you're more of the X and O and all the stats and all that. I ain't this X and O stats.
No.
I'm a storyteller by nature.
That's right.
Okay.
That's
I
right.
love human interest stories.
Yes,
I
yes.
want to know about the people, where they came
Tell
from.
us about the people.
All right. I'm going to start with this handsome young man, Jalen Alexander Hurts. He is the star quarterback. Of course, we all know that.
We know that.
Of the Philadelphia Eagles since 2012, by the way. He is 26 years old, 6'1", and
That was
200
12 years ago. I just wanted to add that in.
What? What?
Nothing. I'm
What
just
are
kidding.
you talking about?
Please go ahead.
But what?
In 2012.
I said 2020.
You said 2020?
Yeah.
You said 12. I thought you said 12.
Oh my God. Okay.
That's right.
You're taking away my energy here.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Let's regain an energy.
Okay. Jalen Alexander Hurts, 26 years old, 6'1", 223 pounds. Now that's a perfect specimen. Okay. The right height, the right weight. 26 years old. I mean, he's young. He's a baby. And you think about these guys out there on the field, they're men, obviously. I mean, come on. But when you break it down to the actual birth date, he's 26 years old. Born in Houston. He's a Texan. And he went to high school in Channelview, Texas, a suburb of Houston.
Yes.
Now, his dad's name is Averion. If I pronounced it wrong, Mr. Hurts, I'm so sorry. It could be Averion. Averion, but I'll say Averion. And he was his high school football coach. And I mean, that's just incredible.
Right.
His mom's name is Pam. He has one brother who's older and a sister. Now, Jalen went to the University of Alabama his first 3 years, and then his final year was spent at the University of Oklahoma. And there's a lot of intrigue and interest in that with Tua, but this segment ain't about all that. This is about who he is, and then just the family and
Yeah.
I like the
Yes.
story.
Yes,
Okay.
we know.
Now, Jalen received his Bachelor of Arts degree in
Yes.
communications
Right.
in 2018.
Right.
And then he got his master's in human relations just last May of 23. Guess what?
What's that?
Last week, got engaged.
Ah, good for the
Ladies,
man. Good.
ladies, he's off the market. He's off
Congratulations.
the market.
Oh,
Okay,
he's off the market.
Come on, take your interest elsewhere now.
Yes. Move along.
Move
Oh, God.
move along.
Move along.
He's engaged to a beautiful woman. His
Yes.
college sweetheart, Brianna Rivera Burrows. Congratulations to
Congratulations.
Jalen and Miss Brianna. And the last important part about
Very important, actually.
I just love this tidbit of information about
Oh.
Mr. Jalen.
Of
Hurts.
course you would.
He employs an all-female management team, including his social media director, his marketing expertise person, and he's got a wonderful sports agent. All women. Boom!
Yes, let's clap for Jalen
Jalen
Hurts.
Hurts. Yes.
This week's NFL Spotlight.
Yes, congratulations. All the
right.
best, Jalen.
Okay,
But
let's
not too
move.
good, so you're not beating
Let's
us.
move on from Jalen. All right, we want to preview the games coming up this weekend and on Monday, but of course the biggest one.
Oh,
Okay, Bills versus the Ravens.
oh my God, I can't. What time is
That
it?
is tonight.
It's-
And I'll tell you what, that's going to be a good game. You know, Lamar versus Josh, and of course the teams as well.
They're playing in
And
Baltimore. Be more.
Be more.
Mm.
Yes, they
Does
are.
that make a difference? I mean,
Yes, it does make a little bit of a difference.
I didn't even ask the
Because
question.
I know what the question is going to be.
Now your card. Who are you reading mine?
Yeah, I'm reading
I didn't even
mine.
get it
I'm
out.
supposed to be reading your mind.
I didn't even get it out yet.
That's
hon.
okay, babe.
But can I finish it out?
Okay, go ahead, finish it.
Okay. Considering that Buffalo has 3 wins and no losses, okay,
Considering.
and the Ravens have one
One
win
win and 2 losses.
but I know they're going into Ravens territory
Right.
because of the energy and the they won every game. Does it make a difference for that kind of thing coming in with no losses, even though you're on the opposing team's field?
Well, yeah, yes, it's a big difference. I think home field advantage that's what they call it, home field advantage.
Field, okay.
You know, the 12th man is the actual crowd.
The what?
The 12th man, we call it. The 12th man being the crowd itself, the home
I've
crowd.
never heard that before. That
You
analogy, I learned
you
something.
heard it.
The 12th man is the crowd. That's
The
pretty
12th
neat.
man is the crowd.
I love
So,
that.
you know, like when the opposing team is in the end zones, you know, the crowd makes that noise so that the quarterback can hardly hear. But now they have these
Oh.
microphones and these and their helmets and everything so that they can
They
hear
do?
stuff. Yes, they do. Yeah, they get plays drawn up
You're
and
kidding me.
and sent to them via
The
the
quarterback?
head. Yes,
I mean, seriously,
the
I did
helmet,
not
yes.
even know that.
that's been happening for quite some time.
Okay.
All right, so that's the big game, I feel.
That was
And,
the best
of
game.
course, and you know, being at home, it's going to be a tight contest. I wouldn't call it, but I would just give it an edge to Baltimore only because they're home, and of course, you are going to,
Love the Bills.
of course,
I'm
course.
hoping. I'm
Right.
hoping. You know, we
Uh,
we want a clean game.
want to clean.
We
it.
want a safe game, and that's all.
Oh.
That's what matters.
Yes,
But we want to also a 4th win.
Of course they do. All right. So Vikings and Packers, another
Excuse
good game. Vikings are doing very well with Sam Darnold, who used to be a New York Jet, but
Oh.
that was a while ago.
Okay.
And the Packers, of course, they're not playing with Jordan Love yet. Hopefully he gets in there in these coming weeks. He's still recovering from his leg injury from the first week, if you
okay.
remember that game.
No.
Okay, of course you don't. And other key games,
Remember it.
of course, Chiefs at the Chargers,
Ah,
Eagles at the Bucks,
ah.
and Saints at the Falcons. And of course, if you're fans of any of those fans of any of those games, have a good game and enjoy your teams. And of course, just wanted to kind of mention that we are avid fans, and we do our date nights out every now and then, and
More than football.
yeah, it's more than football, and sometimes it's of course I'm looking for a screen just just to peek at anything where I can see, but of course we don't do that all the time, but But you know, there is something that I just wanted to bring up.
Boy, oh jeez. Do you think this is
Now,
appropriate?
now, we went out this past week to a lovely restaurant,
Oh, it's a nice
and
place.
and my wife Billy, took up the bill, and God bless her. Thank you very much for treating. But she has this
Oh,
thing.
Sarah Roman. Oh, it's beautiful. Monroe. Roman, not she,
Yeah.
but yeah,
She has this thing about when the bill comes, and all of a sudden I just see her doing all this adding and subtracting and dividing and everything. And I look at her and I say, well, what are you doing? What
Well,
are you doing? Right?
okay. So
And
I'm busted. I'm
yeah,
busted.
she's busted.
Can I explain why?
Okay, go ahead.
Listen here, folks. It's about the tip, okay? And
It's all about
it's about the tip. This is my husband's talking about the tip. And so some restaurants don't have that where they have 20%, 30%, whatever, then they break it down. So this, I didn't see it on the bill. Also, the lights are so dim you can't see half the numbers, and I want to make sure I'm ain't paying too
Well,
much.
you're the one that can see in the dark.
Okay,
I'm
but,
the one who
but
can't.
that's another conversation.
For another day.
Okay, so so then he's talking about Viv. If it's $100, just double the first two numbers. It's wait, this is
And
too
that's about
complicated.
20%.
And I'm thinking, no, I like to do old school. I flipped the bill over. I took out my pen,
Oh my
and I
God.
was doing times 20%. Carry the 2, carry the 1, bring down the 6, and it was. He was getting frustrated. He said, "What are you doing?" I said,
5 minutes later.
I am making, I am making sure." And then my phone. Some folks said, "Why didn't that idiot use her phone for times 20%?" Because I didn't have much battery
I'll
left.
never call her an idiot.
Okay,
But I tell you
so
what,
so
simple
but I said times 20,
logic is
you know,
what
0 times
I
0,
just
carry the
told
2,
you.
bring down the 3, cross over the 5. And he was sitting there, and I don't know.
It's just one of those
I know.
moments, folks.
It's another.
In the Tyler household.
So it's just not football we
Yes.
deal with. We deal with real life issues, folks.
Yeah.
Real life issues.
And
A number of them. May the
that's right.
marriage survive.
Oh yeah, and it will. Okay, folks.
Okay.
Listen. Don't forget to subscribe.
Please, can we explain
have
that
a
again a
great
little
time.
bit? Okay.
We explain it every week,
And
but we're
that's
gonna
okay.
explain it again.
Okay. If you're watching us on Facebook, thank you so much. We love
Thank you
it.
so much.
And you can share this video on Facebook,
Right.
onto your page.
Right.
If we're bringing you any kind of laughter or joy or just a couple having fun, we like working together, just having fun. Spread the news because there's so much negativity and darkness in this world. So much dark. And so we're just trying to lighten things up.
Yes.
Secondly, if you're watching us on YouTube, you can subscribe.
Press that button.
There's no cost. You just press the button.
Press
subscribe,
that button.
and then we can start to see we kind of see who's watching anyway. But it just, we're really trying to spread. We're not asking too much, we hope, but we're just trying to spread the joy.
Okay.
And thank you again for all the folks who do
All
watch.
right. And folks, enjoy your games today. It's going to be another great day of football for the NFL.
And
All right.
please take care.
All right.
Be safe.
Yep.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye now.